You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, let's talk about Colin Kaepernick. As you guys know, Colin Kaepernick has been posting workout videos of him pretty much, running around on the field, making some passes. There was one NFL player, Tyler Lockett, that said, "Oh, he's ready. Cap is ready." I've been very clear, guys. This man doesn't want to play. This man has had 3 opportunities that I can think of to play. At least get the opportunity to show he can play. Colin Kaepernick was not blackballed from the NFL. He decided to opt out of his contract. He wasn't very good the last time we saw him, and the man was benched for Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert. Folks, when you get benched for Blaine Gabbert, you know that the writing is probably on the wall for you. Blaine Gabbert is not a very good quarterback. Okay? He's not. The Ravens were looking to sign him. Then Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend pulls a stunt, does the whole Django Unchained thing, doesn't get signed. The Seahawks were looking at him. The NFL actually sent a representative from every single NFL team. This has never happened for any other player in NFL history. What happens? Colin Kaepernick doesn't show up. He doesn't show up. He's out there to virtue signal now and be a victim. It's very clear. We see it, you see it, and I also believe that the NFL owners see it as well. Kaepernick doesn't want to play. Now, Hall of Fame quarterback of the Houston Oilers, Warren Moon, has come out and said this. Warren Moon over here on TMZ Sports. I doubt Kaepernick gets second NFL chance. Owners don't want him. And actually, guys, I would actually say this is more like his 5th chance. I just told you he had 3 other chances. Didn't want to take advantage of that. He's stating the obvious here. Owners don't want him because Kaepernick doesn't want to play. It's clear as day. And you still have people out there, even in the media, in the woke sports media, saying that Kaepernick blackballed by the owners. This is a lie. It's a lie. But let's read this. Despite Colin Kaepernick's recent workouts, the chances of the QB getting signed are slim to none, so says Warren Moon, who tells TMZ Sports he doubts NFL owners will give the ex-49ers star another shot. Quote, I just don't know if he's going to get that opportunity, the Hall of Famer said earlier this week. I just don't think the NFL wants that subject back into the league, close quote. Now, I agree that he's not going to get the opportunity. He probably won't. Maybe there'll be some, maybe the NFL themselves, Roger Goodell, will intervene like they did with Michael Sam and say, hey, Michael Sam, let's draft him. We don't look like we're homophobic. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick, they're probably going to tell the team, hey, just invite him to camp. Invite him to camp. We don't want to look like we're racist, that kind of thing. Because, Cap will play the race card. I don't think that a team should do this. Kaepernick is bad for business. He doesn't want to be there. 2016 was the last time we saw this guy. And he was not very good. He was benched for Blaine Gabbert. He wasn't very good. That was 6 years ago, folks. 6 years. Another reason why I say that Kaepernick wasn't blackballed is because Kaepernick had somebody else kneeling right next to him on the field. He wasn't by himself. Eric Reed of the 49ers also was kneeling for the national anthem. Guess what? Eric Reed played another 3 years in the NFL. Just about every other player that was kneeling, because Kaepernick, despite what the media says, he was not the only one kneeling. There was other players kneeling. Other players that kneeled, they still got a chance to play. Well, Tatari Poe of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones actually cut him, but it's because he was fat and out of shape. He wasn't ready to play. He was ready to kneel. Different story. I digress. But Kaepernick, man, this man is going to use the media, use social media to make himself look good, to get more money, maybe out of Netflix, out of Nike, because Kaepernick, he loves that Chinese slave labor. He's come out and he said nothing about where his shoes are made at. But it goes on. It says, Cap's been spotted at high schools all across the country the past few days throwing footballs and has looked good. Yeah, looking good when you don't have a defender coming at you. You don't have to read any defenses. All this man is doing is throwing the football. That's it. Not the same as an NFL game. Mundo says he's just not sure teams will ever give him a fair shake at this point, given how polarizing his national anthem demonstrations became. We already addressed that. Quote, just thinking off the top of my head, Moon said, those owners, they have a very close-knit unit, and once they make up their minds that they don't want to do something, it doesn't happen. Moon tells us he's hoping the 34-year-old Kaepernick gets another chance, saying he believes the guy is still a great athlete. He added that he thinks Seattle would be a good fit for the former star if he were to get another shot. Now, we heard about Seattle before, and Pete Carroll came out, said that Kaepernick actually reached out to him. But even Pete Carroll wasn't even committed to Kaepernick. He doesn't know what Kaepernick looks like. So what? Kaepernick is running around throwing drills with no defenders. Yeah, he probably has an arm, maybe. That's not the same, man, as actually what Kaepernick is really doing out there is the equivalent of playing catch. That's it. He's not running an offense. He doesn't have to read defenses. He's not doing any of that. I guess his body's in good shape, but I highly doubt it's in football shape. It's been a very long time. But Kaepernick had his opportunities. And Warren Moon has just really stated the obvious. Yeah, the owners, yeah, they don't want him. They have seen the antics. These owners aren't dumb. They're not dumb. They're not the people on Twitter are dumb, because that's the people that Kaepernick is pandering to make himself look like a victim. People in the woke sports media, even Stephen A. Smith came out. Stephen A. Smith was even pushing a lie that Kaepernick was blackballed, but he should have been in the league years ago. As a backup, remember, he didn't want to be a backup. He didn't want to do that. Kaepernick could have went to the XFL and played to show that he still had something in 2020. He didn't want to do that. He wanted too much money. Too much money, according to reports. This is ridiculous, man. But Warren Moon's right. The owners don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want to see him. The man's not committed. If you're not committed to something, don't play. Don't play. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.